Good morning and welcome to Beyond the Contracts podcast. I'm your host, Maresa Morrow with Parks Realty out of Murfreesboro, along with
Jennifer Hart of Churchill Mortgage.
And this morning we have the privilege of speaking with Jamie Steelman. He has his own foundation in name of his son. It's GL4, right? Right, I got it. Give Life for Ryan. Mm-hmm. And he's going to tell us all about it. Jamie, welcome. Yeah. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Give us a rundown give a little backstory about your son and how we got going on this foundation.
Yeah.
Sure, absolutely. I'd love to. Thank y'all for taking some time and having me on. I really appreciate it very much. So we started this foundation back in 2016. My oldest son, at the time he was 21, actually passed away in a motorcycle accident. We started looking for kind of something to do in his memory, and going through kind of, grief counseling and things. It's a very common thing to kind of have a cause to lean towards and go through that time. And so we went all the way back to when he was born. A lot of people think we do a blood drive every year in his honor, kind of the motorcycle accident, probably needed life-saving blood, that kind of stuff, but it's actually quite different. When he was born at Vanderbilt Hospital, and his mom, the placenta separated. He lost a lot of blood, emergency C-section. And so when he was born, he needed 2 blood transfusions to survive. And we happened to be at Vanderbilt, and he had the rarest blood type that there is, which is AB negative. And a lot of the smaller rural hospitals don't keep that on hand. We happened to be at Vanderbilt, and they did. So it was truly a life-saving thing, and we got 21 years with him because of their efforts, the luck and the God thing that we happen to be at Vanderbilt. So that was a huge thing for us. So we do a blood drive every year in his memory to kind of, let people know that, not just life and death, it truly is that, because we would have never had the 21 years if people wouldn't have donated blood and they had that on hand when he needed it, just to survive.
Wow. Well, I'm glad you clarified that, because I honestly thought I did not know about the blood transfusion. I really thought it was because of that motorcycle wreck.
What a story.
Yeah, absolutely. So do you all do you collect any money for it, or you just do the blood drive?
So to this point, which we've done it for 7 years, we just have some sponsors that have been amazing and stepped in and make sure that we cover the venue, the food and stuff that we do. We do shirts every year to kind of bring awareness. We've done a different color shirt every single year that we've done the blood drive. They're kind of simple, but have the message on there. And it's been phenomenal. Our community, just walking around town and seeing people wear the shirts, or people will call me and say, I got to tell Ryan's story today because somebody said, hey, what's that mean on your shirt?
Oh, that's awesome.
So we've had some sponsors that have been with us year after year that have stepped in and made sure just the costs are covered. So we haven't really taken monetary donations in the past. We've looked at, different ideas of maybe doing that in the future, just to maybe do a smaller blood drive. The one a year has gotten really big, which has been incredible. But we really just ask people to encourage people to give blood. When we have the event every year, we have people just come by to say hi. They maybe can't give blood because of health reasons or something that's going on. I've had people say, what can I do? And I tell people, if you can't donate, maybe ask a friend to come donate for you. So we've had a lot of people that we've met throughout the years that I didn't know, Ryan didn't know, but we've got to become really good friends because they show up year after year and help our cause.
That's fantastic.
What kind of blood, like if you're a specific blood type, just for education, because right. I honestly don't know what works well, or what are you looking for a specific blood type? Or I know we talked about his blood type. Elaborate on that a little bit.
Yeah, so we partner directly with Red Cross. So the blood drive that we do is one of the largest private blood drives in the state of Tennessee every year. And we're extremely proud of that. When we got started, Red Cross had said, they have a lot of people approach them about different things and they love to help. But what they usually do with private drives is they partner with a church or partner with an organization, because they were very transparent with us and very honest from the start. They said, I know this is a sensitive subject, but a lot of times you're going to have the first year or two, you'll have everybody that knew Ryan, you'll have all the people that love you and care about you come to the blood drive. after year 2, 3, you're going to start to see those numbers really dwindle. And that's when we kind of partner with larger groups. And that's where we've been just extremely blessed and grateful for the community, because we've never had to partner with anybody. It's gotten larger every single year that we've done it.
That's fantastic.
So since we partner with them, any type of blood is what they're looking for. So we collect all types while we're there. There's a couple types of blood that can do a double donation. So there's some options like that, but they're really good. Their website has a lot of information that can kind of tell you if you're eligible to give or not. They do a small little intro when you get there, little finger stick and stuff to make sure that your iron is good enough and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But it's a really simple process, and they're just looking, with the world today, they're in an emergency need pretty much year round. So anything
Right.
it really helps.
So do you have your date for this year, or when is your blood drive?
We do. We just actually locked it in. It's August 3rd, which is a Saturday. And we'll be doing it again this year at the Fountains in Murfreesboro.
Oh, nice.
Okay, yeah, that's a good spot.
Great location.
Yeah, for sure. And so do they bring like the Bloodmobile, the big bus thing? I know Jennifer and I have been involved with the Y, and they always do a blood drive.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been really fortunate that we've needed a larger space. So we actually used one of the larger room that's down there in the Fountains, and we usually have about 7 or 8 Red Cross beds going at one time and rotating people in and out. So for example, last year we had, I believe 121 viable donations
Wow.
out of everybody that came. So we set up in the big, I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but the big room downstairs.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
A big event space. And so they'll set up in there, and we have people coming in and out all day. We've got a couple of people that have approached us this year about maybe doing some food trucks, and you've got the
Wow.
on. Yeah, just something for people to do while they're waiting. The process, if it goes smooth, usually takes 45 minutes, kind of in the door and out. But if it gets a little backed up, we hope for a pretty day like today.
Yeah.
And, and then there'd be some food trucks and stuff for people to kind of hang out and enjoy, and just kind of, we've really made it a time to get together and see a lot of people we don't get to see every day. And like I mentioned before, just, getting to know people that are happy to support a cause, and, anything that we can do in the community to help, we want to.
I love that you're making it's morphing into a community event.
Exactly.
And I absolutely love that. And you're active in the community as well as we are, and wow, they really show up when they're called upon. And I think that's one of the things that, especially just Rutherford County, Murfreesboro in general, they really are a loving group.
Yeah. And so do people need to necessarily, do they need to sign up? Okay. And so maybe you can share all the details. And if people want to if they can't give blood but want to donate, maybe even up until the event, tell us how to do that.
Sure. So now that we have the date locked, which that was really recently, just a couple of days ago, we got our date. So we have a Facebook page that's just simply Give Life for Ryan, and we post everything on there. So we'll have information pushed out. They can register on the Red Cross's website. So if you go to Red Cross and you look for local blood drives or when you want to give, we'll come up on there. But we also send out direct links. So we'll have a direct link where people can sign up and register. I'll also have it on my personal Facebook page. My wife does a lot of the registering for people. So we can just, call them. If they say they're interested in donating, they call, and we say, hey, there's a 9 o'clock, a 10 o'clock, and a 1 o'clock available. What works best for you? Very little information. Off the top of my head, I believe you have to have your full name, date of birth, and email address.
Wow.
And you can get registered in a spot, and you'll get a couple reminders and that kind of stuff. So it's a really simple process, and we start it really early. I mean, I guess we're almost to April now, and it's in August. So we try to have, everybody registered by early July. So we've just got that time to kind of, get everybody in and out and make it a really smooth process. A lot of times I've been told from a lot of the different blood drives is, hey, if you're going to get stuck there for 2 or 3 hours, it's really hard to get people, to take that time out of their Saturday with games and school starting back. So we do it. We've always done it that first week of August, because when Ryan passed away, a lot of his good friends were just going to college and just taking off. So that was that first week of August before everybody takes off back to where they're going. So we've kind of kept it at that time, and it's been a good time for us. But there are a lot of activities going on that time. So we really try to focus on making it a quick experience if somebody needs to hang out all day and have food if they want to, but give people the opportunity to roll up their sleeves and kind of donate like they haven't been able to, or it just it makes a big difference. And so we'll have a lot of stuff on our Facebook page, and we'll be promoting a lot. And anybody that wants to reach out, we also have people that volunteer every year and help us pass out shirts or serve food, any of that kind of stuff, or just be somebody there to hold somebody's hand if they're really nervous or they're having a tough time. We have people that are just kind of comfort people. If somebody's starting to feel a little flushed, maybe needs a real quick dose of orange juice, we've got a couple of people that just kind of roam around and do that. So we really try to make it a really open experience, and just like you said, everybody's so friendly, and lucky to be a part of a great community.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's fantastic. Have you given blood anytime?
I have. I have, and it sounds a lot worse than it actually is.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's been several years, but I'll definitely be looking into that.
Yeah.
So, but thank you so much, Jamie. We really appreciate your information, and we'll post those pages to register and really come out and support for such a great cause.
Yeah. Is there anything else that you think we need to know?
I think you guys did a great job of covering it, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. We're so thankful for everything that everybody's done in the past, what you guys are doing now, and what the future holds. So we really appreciate it.
We appreciate you, and we're going to get the word out. We're going to share all the information, and we appreciate your time.
Thank you so much, Jamie.